That soda thought he was going to get away. Yeah, right. MP5, you can eat your heart out right now. That's right, guys. We finally got the SIG MPX out to take some shots with it. I have really been following this gun closely for about the last year or two. I know many of us have, because it is an MP5 killer. You know, I'm a fan of the MP5. I love H&K firearms. Let's face it, you know, the world needs something new, and that's why I'm really happy to see guns like the MPX out there now. This one is a pistol, all right? It ships in pistol form. It has an arm brace on it, SIG tack arm brace. It has a folding arm brace, which is awesome. And guys, this is not an SPR. This is a factory pistol, all right? We've got her topped off with a Vortex Spark 2, very high quality optic by way of Optics Planet. We're also gonna be showing you a SIG Air Rifle. This is the MPX Air Rifle. This one is a 22 caliber. They also offer it in a 177. They offer it in two color schemes, flat dark earth and black. The reason I thought it was important to showcase this gun is because it can reduce training costs. Let's say you're wanting to go out and do a bunch of plinking, but you don't really want to spend a ton of money on 9mm. It's nice to have an air rifle that just takes 33 gram CO2s and, you know, pellets that are commonly available just about anywhere. And you've got a gun that can definitely scratch the itch, and all of the controls are completely identical. You still have the charging handle, you have the safety. All of the ergonomics of the gun are essentially the same, and the weight of the gun is the same, and that allows you to have reduced training costs. Also, some parts of the world, you know, the guns may not be available, the real ones, so it's nice to have an air rifle that can go anywhere in the world so people can kind of scratch that itch, you know, when it's something that, you know, they want to get into. These are available from Airgun Depot. Very good people to work with. They have very good prices, good customer service, so good folks. Just wanted to throw that out there. We're going to be playing around with that a little bit, shooting at some for you. So back to the MPX pistol. This is a pistol. It's not a rifle. It's not an SBR. Very high quality build through and throughout. I mean, it's a SIG. Prices on these generally are going to run between $1,600 and $1,800. So it's a little bit on the pricey side. But I think the market that they're trying to sort of corner is the same kind of guy who would be willing to spend that on an MP5 or something like that anyway. So one of the things that this gun has going for it a lot is the fact that it has all the AR ergonomics. For all of you guys that are used to AR-15s, you're going to feel right at home with the MPX because you got the charging handle where you're used to it being. You got backup sights that ship on the gun. You got the safety that's ambidextrous, as is the bolt release, magazine release. So everything's ambidextrous. It comes with rail sections that you can just plug on here wherever you want. So the sides and bottom of the rail system are blank for a reason, to keep it nice and slim and keep the weight down. You got a full pick rail on top. All right, it's a short stroke gas piston operation, so it's not a blowback. It does fire from a rotating bolt lock breech, just like an AR-15. And it operates on a short stroke gas piston, which is interesting because it keeps all the trash and crud from getting inside of the gun. It keeps all the crud centralized to one piece that's really easy to clean. So they really got it going on there. And another thing that got it going on is with the folding stock. That's really one of the biggest selling points of this gun, is the fact that you have a folding stock mechanism for the rifle, and of course a arm brace attachment for the pistol that you see here. Now, in that intro, you probably saw me pegging some stuff with boring regularity. Guys, I was not even shouldering this thing. Okay, there's still been some legalities out there in place. People are a little bit confused about the ATF's rulings on arm braces, whether or not you should shoulder them. Well, I wasn't shouldering it. So a lot of guys on YouTube, what they're doing is they're just laying their cheek on it to get themselves a consistent sight picture, and they're not even putting the brace in their shoulder at all. So there's still some confusion there, but guys, this is a factory gun. This ships direct from SIG. And until anybody tells me that there's a wrong way to shoot a pistol, which there's not, there's really nothing illegal about using an arm brace any way you want. in my eyes. I'm not a legal authority. We are going to shoot the guns a little bit, have some fun. They've been running really nice. 30-round magazines, 9mm. There are conversion kits available for this gun. You can do 9, 40, 357 SIG with just a few changes of components, barrel, bolt, magazines, and keeping your same optics, your same trigger. AR-15 triggers you can use, so you can drop in any AR-15 trigger you want. So if you got your nice Geisley or Elftman or any other trigger you like using, drop her right in and you're good to go. So let's do some playing. We're gonna break out some toys, have a little fun. Let's do it. All right, guys, let's take a couple of shots with the MPX pistol here. It's been running really nice so far. It's just a joy to shoot. And again, I'm not shouldering it. I'm just putting my little chin on there, okay? So all you people wanna ask about that. So see? All right, let's shoot it some. Making short work of our little gopher down there. Short work of those poppers. I'm gonna save the sodas for some different ammo here. A little bit more steel. Empty mag. All right, we're gonna drop our mag. Top one off, and I'll tell you what, we're just going to fold this little arm brace out of the way. I'm just going to shoot it commando style here, and let's see if I can still perform the same headshots that I'm putting on these half-size D28s. I'm just gonna hold it like this. Might help to have a round in the chamber. That was a rookie move, wasn't it? It's still accurate. All right, let's see. Oh yeah. Let's try our 70-yard gong back there with just the arm brace folded. It's not a stock. Definitely not bad. I prefer having a little bit of the chin weld there. It kind of helps stabilize things a little bit. All right, that mag's out. All right, tell you what, I'm gonna pick up the pace a little bit here. I'm gonna try some extreme angles just to try to get the gun moving around a little bit. Because one of the uses that I could see this gun being marketed for would definitely be for self-defense, close range, personal defense weapon, maybe SWAT use, police use. So a lot of times they're in very close quarters, very small areas. So you want a gun that can be maneuvered very easily. So I'm gonna try maneuvering it a little bit. Not bad. That was far left to far right. We'll try far away and close. Not bad. All right, guys, with a little MPX is not running bad. You can see those headshots. Nice and consistent. I mean, very, very accurate inside of 50 to 75 yards without any effort at all. Very easy to shoot. We are going to shoot the air gun a little bit for you. This is an MPX air gun, and I took the liberty of adding a Hawk laser light combo on the front. And I want to talk briefly a little bit about benefits of air guns. I mean, for one, in the intro, I might have mentioned that, you know, if you live in a part of the world where you can't get the real powder burning version, it's kind of nice to get something that looks neat and has the feel of the real MPX, but in a package that obviously is just an air gun. So availability wise, these are available all around the world for the most part. Two, the configurations that these guns are in are very ambiguous compared to what you would expect to see in the powder burning world, because I can have a stock with a short barrel, a forward grip. I can have essentially a full automatic air gun, and it's no big deal. So some people might like them for that ability. I'm gonna shoot it a little bit for you here. Again, the manual of arms controls on this are exactly the same as what you would expect on the real MPX. So even if you own the real MPX, you can get some training in with this thing. So let's try it. It's real accurate. I'm smacking that popper and he's not even tipping over, but we're gonna fix that in just a minute. Let's try our little gopher there. I can't believe the group I just shot with that thing. I know I'm kind of close range, but a very tight group on that gopher's head there. Very cool. Let's try some headshots on the D28s. All right, you notice the difference in the sound? I'm out of ammo. These magazines do hold 30 rounds, pretty awesome. Magazine release works exactly the same way. Charge it. All right, let's shoot her some more. Let's see if we can get him connect way back there, get that little pellet to fly about 75 yards. Look at that. That gong's 75 yards away and this little guy's connecting. I'll tell you what, let's try a few sodas and watermelons and see what the air gun does to those. I'm gonna go on the right here. Huh. Quiet, isn't it? All right, let's try a watermelon. I know you can't see much, but he's draining out. I'll tell you what, those sodas and those watermelons there, they sure are laughing at us a little bit. I just wanted to showcase this a bit because it's an awesome training aid. You can see that you still get some practice in, you get some trigger time in. Let's see if I can shoot that soda on the bottom. There we go. It's like a little soda helicopter. Look at that. Out of ammo. Cool. Well, I tell you what, I've got some carry ammo loaded up in the real MPX back there. I know we mentioned that we would shoot some watermelons and sodas. Let's go ahead and proceed to do that. We're not really going to do a lot of ballistics gel testing in this video, but we are going to try some popular carry loads out of it to make sure the gun will function with them and to show the carnage on these items we have here. Let's do that. All right, guys, those little sodas on the end there, they're just laughing at me, tossing those little pellets at them. And don't get me wrong, that was fun, especially hearing how light the sound is on that little puppy there hitting with a pellet. But we're gonna run some carry ammo, a couple of defensive rounds. The first one's gonna be Federal Guard Dog, 105 grain. So a couple of reasons we're doing this. One, we wanna make sure the gun will run a wide variety of different carry ammo. But two, let's just see what happens on these various targets here. So I'm gonna do one headshot. All right, that was Guard Dog. 3 sodas. And a watermelon. All right, now we are on the Plus P Lehigh 105 grain controlled fracturing. All right, check this out. So a headshot, how about on a D28 or a little popper down there? All right, there's our headshot. We're gonna take out 3 sodas. And a watermelon. That came apart nice. All right, we're gonna move on to the Lehigh 105 grain maximum expansion, 1,150 feet per second. Headshot. Not bad. All right, now we're gonna hit sodas. And a watermelon. That was pretty wicked. All right, and closing us out here, we've got Federal Premium 124 grain HST standard pressure. All right, a headshot. Sodas. And a watermelon. I'd say all those rounds made some pretty nasty damage on those things there, and they all seem to function just fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and, since that was just too much fun, I'm gonna just load up some Federal ball ammunition here, and let's just give her a little try. Okay. Oh, well, those are all empty. No wonder. Now, I just shot that watermelon twice, and you notice how the ball ammo just punches right through. It doesn't really expand and cause that just crazy cavitation there. I'm gonna shoot, let's see, how about our gopher here? He's just taunting me. Got him right in the neck. Let's see if we can clip his ear. There we go. Glorious, glorious, glorious. Tell you what, that was so much fun. Let's get Chad on this thing. This thing is shooting great. Go ahead and turn it over to Chad, let him try it.
Well, the little SIG MPX has been running perfectly today. It's eating every kind of ammo that we've thrown in it. But I've got a few mags loaded up here. It's hot as Hades out here, but I'm gonna warm this thing up and then we're gonna finish this video out. Let's get to it. Double taps with this thing, it's just extremely easy. Now I'm not shouldering this thing, so it's kind of bouncing around a little bit. In SBR form, I can only imagine how smooth this thing would shoot. Great shooting little gun. Take a few long range shots out there about 75 yards. Child's play. Like a champ. I think we all know where this is headed. Let's close this video out, give you some final thoughts.
We hope you all enjoyed this video today. We had a great time checking out the SIG MPX for the first time. This is kind of our first look. It's not like I've really had this gun a long time. We really just sort of wanted to come out and get a just general overview of what we thought about it. And little Vortex optic, little Spark 2 is running great. I love the fact that the brace folds. If you want to buy the pistol and then just add their brace folding mech on it, that's awesome. I love the fact that it fits in well with the AR-15 ergonomics and the AR-15 controls, which for many of you is going to be a very natural transition. It's awesome. The modular capability, you know, being able to change it over different calibers.
Well, not only the modular capability, but you know, the gun is pretty much fully ambidextrous, which is a nice feature, you know. But being in its current configuration, I mean, the thing is, like I mentioned earlier, just very easy to SBR, which would make it a lot more practical. The only thing that I really don't like about the gun is the strange threading on the muzzle. You know, it's not a standard like half by 28 or, you know, a 5/8 or anything like that. I mean, it's a metric. I think it's a reverse thread if I'm not mistaken, but yeah. You know, getting an adapter for your suppressor, you know, it's a little bit of a pain, you know, to suppress the gun. But besides that, I mean, I love the gun. I mean, it's just a gem.
Yeah, I would be curious to see what the magazines cost. You know, when I look at a gun design, one of the things that I'm looking at is the overall way it fits into, you know, what I'm looking at for my defensive guns. And part of that is I do own a lot of Glocks. And I know there's people watching this video who are like, shut up about Glocks already, but the bottom line is Glock makes high cap mags that work extremely well, and they have a proven track record for that reason. You know, I like carbines that take Glock mags, but I could certainly see getting, you know, a pile of mags for this thing wouldn't be a problem, and would definitely be justified.
It would be, you know, and the air guns too. I mean, these things are just great. You know, in places around the world where they can't own firearms, something like this is just awesome.
Yeah, that little Hawk light and laser combo is pretty cool too. I mean, it just makes sense to have something like that on there, and I like the fact that you can kind of, I don't want to say skate the law, but I mean, you don't have to worry about SBR paperwork, you don't have to worry about whether or not it's a machine gun or full auto, because it's not a firearm. So you can make one of these full auto, well, I don't know about this particular gun, but you can have a full auto air gun, you can have a short barrel, forward grip, collapsible stock, anything you want, and that to me, it makes it worth having.
Well, and too, you know, if you just want like pest control in like an urban environment or something like that, and you just want kind of a cool gun, I mean, I think this would fit the bill pretty well.
Yeah, I know, we were making short work of the little gopher, and I can imagine you walk out on your front porch and you got a little pest to deal with, and it's not loud.
It's very, very quiet.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
this gun is not like integrally suppressed or anything like that. It's just a very, very quiet little guy. So.
Well, in case y'all don't know, these guns have been kind of difficult to locate, at least for me. I've been wanting one. This gun is actually not my gun. I borrowed this from our SIG rep. So I want to say thanks to SIG for allowing us to have a look at this. Also, they sent us the air guns down to play with. So special thanks to SIG for you know, helping make this video happen. Maybe eventually I'll pick one up. I don't own one yet, but I like it.
One other thing that I will say about the MPX, I mean, a lot of people watching this video, they're probably going to go and watch videos on the SIG Scorpion, or the CZ Scorpion as well, which we have shot a lot. We went to the Quiet Riot Earth Day at the range where Thompson Machine actually had their SBR'd Scorpion out there, and the thing is just awesome. But it's a completely different operating system as far as the SIG goes. But I think people are going to be wondering about the price difference between the two. You know, some people are going to love the SIG, some people are going to love the Scorpion. Price might come into play because this is an expensive gun.
There are things that each platform offers that can definitely be brought out there. So what we'll do, give me a little bit of time. I'm going to get the SIG over. I'm going to buy one of these, and I'll buy the CZ Scorpion Evo, and we'll take them out and we'll do individual reviews on each like we did with this, but then we'll do a comparison video. And you know, since they're two 9mm that are on the market, they're both awesome, and they're both priced, you know, kind of far apart. So I'm really curious to see. You know, one is around $800, whereby these little puppies are getting out around 11, 10.
I want to say a little bit more. I mean, I've heard, you know, rumors about $1,500, but
$1,500.
I mean,
well, that could also be an availability thing. So,
probably.
Guys, time will tell. Do you own a SIG MPX? Let us know what you think about it. Anything you don't like, leave your comments below. If there's something special you guys want to see us do with the MPX, and when we do the CZ Scorpion comparison video, we'll try to get that out hopefully before the end of the year. Thanks guys, we appreciate all the support. Hope you enjoyed today's video. We'll catch you next time.
Take it easy guys.